What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Talk with Flea. Thank you for subscribing to the You're Welcome Network. Y'all guys been great. I can't thank you guys enough, man. I fucking love you, man. We really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing to the channel. It's growing every day. Pause. Hat, nigga, pause. But we really, really appreciate you, man. Let's get into our sponsors. Today's show is sponsored by, you already know, Pink Horsepower. Fellas, if you're down and out, take a shot of Pink Horsepower. Go on and up and up. No need for the panicking. Pink Horsepower, leave you stiffer than a mannequin. Make sure you go get yours. pink-horsepower.net. Yep, welcome back. Also, man, make sure y'all go out and check out my new movie, Is It a Crime? Streaming everywhere outside of Hulu and Netflix. The review's been really, really good. Thank you guys for supporting that also. I got a couple more movies coming out this summer. I can't thank you guys enough. For those that don't know, after basketball season, probably after Summer League, it is what it is. It'll probably be off for July and for August. So it'll be music going on. It'll be movies. Trust me, we're not leaving y'all. But we have to take a break during the summertime. So it'll be off a couple months, but we'll talk about that further in the future. Before the show started today, we're all arguing in the room, and Sen is online, talking about this Tank situation. PT is in the building today. Zeke is in the building. Larry, Bezo, everybody's here. We're talking about, PT just informed me that Roach is going to the commission to try and overturn that draw and get the victory. And we were saying, is that right or wrong? Sen is sitting here saying that they're not going to overturn it. I said that they only will not overturn it because it's Tank. And Sen said it's a rule that I wasn't aware of, saying that all knees aren't knockdowns. Could you explain that to the audience, please? Sen?
Yeah, I saw it online. I was trying to. Anyway, what's up, nigga? How you been? How you doing? Everybody all right? All right. Yeah, I was
We looking at you like when the nigga Ice-T came to make the deal with Nino, nigga. Niggas say, yo, nigga.
Yeah, look at him.
That's how we looking.
I thought we was friends.
Yeah, you light-skinned nigga. Light-skinned nigga. Nah, go ahead, my bad. You can explain, because I didn't know this rule.
Yeah, he went to the commission already. They said no. They're not overturning it. They're leaving it as it is. But I saw maybe Teddy Atlas or somebody posted it, and he posted the rule. I'm going to get it when we offer the show and send it to you, that all knees are not knockdowns. So that's where I saw that. So
let me ask you this. I'm just saying, look, and I dig it. I didn't know that, and thanks for informing me. But that's just fucked up, because everybody can state a case. Nigga could be in trouble, run across the ring, take a knee, and be like, nah, that wasn't for a knockdown. That's because I was about to tie my shoestring. You can start using this shit for any excuse you want to use it for if taking a knee is okay sometime. I don't think that that's fair. And like I said, I don't know this rule that you're talking about, but I do know that you be on top of your boxing shit more than I do. But you can sit there, right or wrong, and sit there and just use a knee for anything. You can run across, if I'm in trouble and I run across the ring and be like, yo, I'll take a knee real quick. They're like, hold on, that's a knockdown. No. My shoe is untied. I'm fixing this. They got to fix that rule quick. They need to fix that really quick.
I don't even think it's a rule. I think we all need to.
That's what Zeke is saying.
They counted it with Mayweather, so why they shouldn't count it with Tank?
They counted with a lot of niggas. It wasn't just Mayweather. It was a lot of niggas that took a knee and got an 8 count. Yeah, Sen, what you gonna say?
I think we all need to understand that when you're a superstar, you get certain privileges. It's just the way it is. You get Michael Jordan.
Not to cut you off, I'd rather niggas say that. I have no problem with that. When you a superstar, you get certain privileges. I'd rather niggas say that. I'd rather niggas say that than be like, yo, well, 1920, we remember the knee shit? Yo, shit is cool. You could take a knee once in a while. I dig that, and I said that before we start the show. If it don't get overturned, it's because the nigga's a superstar. The nigga said I had grease in my face, pause. So I had to take a knee real quick. That's purely off that should get overturned off that alone. Off that comment alone, it should be overturned, my opinion. It is what it is.
He shouldn't have said nothing.
Huh?
Too late for that.
I said, I don't even think he should have said anything.
Too late.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My point is this. It might have got swept under the rug if you ain't say nothing. It might have been like, oh, son, you know, I don't want to get into that right now. Shit turned into a whole shit. They threw Shorty. Niggas tried to get a Shorty who braided the hair. They threw her motherfucking page up on the fucking gram. She's sitting there defending my hustle. So I braided just shit on Wednesday, nigga.
Fight Saturday.
Don't even try that shit. I braided just shit on Wednesday.
Fight with Saturday.
And to keep it 100, I didn't even use grease.
Pause.
This says she said she ain't even used. She said she used some greaseless shit. Pause. I don't got braids, so I don't know what she used or not.
That's what she said.
Huh? What you said, son?
Know that.
Yeah.
I said, I didn't know she said that.
Yeah, she said the shit she used wasn't even considered grease. Well, that's that, man. What's up? How was your week, man? How you been? Good to have you back, man.
Well, you know, just trying to be great, man.
That's what's up.
How I feel to be back?
Back from where?
Watch your mouth.
Whatever foreign country you went to.
Listen, man, that's just regular shit. What I will say is this. Look, stop being sloppy with your nigga apparel, all right? If you're going to be up there with the niggas, you just throwing it. Yo,
That's
Zeke,
how they play.
Yo, Zeke,
I was gonna put it on the wire hanger because niggas talk about my thumbtacks. I was gonna put it on a wire hanger. I'm gonna come up with something every week.
That's how
Word,
the
now
Knicks
it's
play.
just laying.
How that shirt look. That's how the
man.
Knicks
Well, let
play.
me ask you this real quick about the Knicks real quick.
What's up?
Jalen Brunson is out. Where do you think y'all gonna end up by the time he comes back? Because y'all was in third, or y'all in third. Where do you think y'all gonna be at?
We still in third because we beat a team by 30 tonight.
Okay.
I don't know if you know that, you know,
Okay.
but we did.
Okay.
You know.
What's up?
So we're gonna end up in like third or fourth.
Okay, so you think you're gonna stay steady at the third position, on the third slot, fourth slot?
Yeah, way higher than whatever Memphis is landing at.
That's our
You know,
bet.
we got a
too.
bet.
Yeah, we do have a
we
bet.
got
Okay. I'm glad that you remembered that. Why don't you like John Morant now that we're talking about it?
It's not that I don't like him. You know what you did? You compared him to Iverson,
Hmm?
and y'all got to stop with that. Y'all compare Ant-Man to Michael Jordan. Y'all ain't even go to Kobe or LeBron. Y'all went straight to Michael Jordan, which is like crazy. So y'all just got to calm down. Y'all be in the moment, going with the new hotness, and y'all be in the moment, and I get frustrated with that. Do not compare Iverson to John Morant.
But you know why?
What, the speed?
Hold on. No, first of all, Sen,
Explosiveness.
all you're gonna do is lie and make things sound like your way. The first year that John Morant came out,
He's
the first year that he came out was that I said that he had flashes of Allen Iverson. That's the exact word I used, was flashes. Sin, it's been 5 years later, and he's still mad at that. I said that John Morant has flashes of Allen Iverson. So from 2019 to 2025, he hates John Morant because I said he has flashes of Allen Iverson. And now he still to this day doesn't like John Morant. Not only doesn't like John Morant, hates on Memphis, a whole bunch of other shit. He actually told me last year, who's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? He can't find him on TV. I said he's only the first team All-NBA. The last 3 years I've been telling him about Shai. And he says, well, I can't find him. I don't know who he is. I can't find OKC on TV, etc. Now he's picking Shai to win MVP, Oklahoma to go to the championship. I told him about the Nuggets 3-4 years ago. I don't see all this Jamal Murray shit you talking about and the Joker. What are you talking about with that? Then they win a championship and they some type of niggas. But you're still hating on John Morant. He had a rough couple years off the court and you're still hating. Now see, you came around with Denver and now you're hating on him again because Shai is hot now. After I told you about Shai too. But you're hating on the Joker now because you're on the Shai bandwagon. Somebody you told me you don't even know what channel he play on. Talk about you can't find him nowhere on TV. now it's Shai's unstoppable, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So go ahead. What do you have to say about this?
It's not hate. It's just that you make me mad when you compare people to greatness.
Why
of what
can't I say the nigga got flashes? I can't say the nigga got flashes. Because I don't want. I seen flashes that year.
Come on.
What do you have to say?
I said I could understand that because when Allen Iverson first came to the league, he played explosively. He went to the basket explosive. He didn't care who was in front, and that's the same way John Moran played. Quick, explosive.
Let me tell the public something. When this guy talks right here, he's gonna agree with Camron.
You don't. That's crazy, man.
Listen. That's his assistant prosecutor. He's gonna go in. Cam is Glanville. Cam is Judge Glanville from the YSL trial, and that's his assistant prosecutor, Mr. Love. And Zeke is Darden from the OJ trial.
Nigga said Zeke is Darden.
I always fight against all of them.
Yeah, Larry.
It's only me by myself.
Larry.
This nigga said.
Let me ask you a
Chris
question.
Nigga called you Chris Darden.
Larry,
That's crazy.
you know,
Crazy.
I got to give you a name, Larry. Hold on.
Larry.
Sometimes you do agree with me, Larry.
Let me ask you a question, Larry.
Yeah.
Who would you consider original Twin Towers?
The original Twin Towers would be Olajuwon and
Y'all was
Ralph
talking.
Sampson.
Ralph Sampson.
He
Larry,
said
see,
Tim Duncan.
Now I'm gonna get you a name.
You said
Oh, you bugging.
First of all, not to cut you off, B didn't say persuade Larry. He didn't say no names underway. Or he asked him who he considered to be original Twin Towers. Go ahead, B, finish.
And I asked him, I said, no, because he said something about the Twin Towers. I said, who's the original Twin Towers? He said David Robinson and Tim Duncan. That's it.
They came after them, so there's no
Exactly.
way that could be the original.
Tell him that.
They came after.
And you know
I'm
what?
gonna get a name for you.
Well, how did Larry get a name? Nobody, he didn't.
Steph Curry, man.
First of all,
Steph Curry over here.
keep it 100 cent. Larry had no idea where this question came from. He didn't know who B said, who you said, nobody. He asked a legit question. You know
How
why?
you know?
Because
You was
Larry
snowmobiling.
watched
How
basketball
you
in
know?
the 80s. You didn't.
Yeah,
You
facts.
didn't. You sat there and said John Stockton and Karl Malone invented the pick and roll. You didn't say they perfected it. You said they invented it. Then you sat there and said that David Robinson and Tim Duncan was the original Twin Towers. They wasn't. And you know why this is all ridiculous? Is because the nigga sat there and said that the nigga, what's that nigga for the Knicks that just came back?
OG?
Nah,
Towns?
No, Mitchell Robinson and Towns is Twin Towers. Cut that, yo, stop, man. Stop, bro. This is where this all started. Talking about you see the Twin Towers. Please, man. Please.
Damn, I would have thought Alonzo Mourning and like Mutombo would have been considered.
Please, man.
All right, Larry.
Yeah, I'm just
All
saying,
right.
like, come on, bro. Like, how'd you get David Robinson and fucking and
Tim Duncan.
and
Because
Tim
he
Duncan?
didn't watch it and he thinks he knows everything, man.
You know what? First
Duncan's
of all,
6'7",
Judge
man.
Glanville, when we had this conversation, Judge Glanville, you wasn't even here. You snowmobiling. You was doing something else. So when we all had the you can't say Larry didn't know what Bezo was gonna say. You can't say that. You wasn't here.
I just asked him, Sen.
No, I'm talking about when we was having our conversation on the phone and when we was arguing. He wasn't here. He wasn't there for that. Can I get to my question?
I give up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
give
try.
up.
Yo, so we gonna get ready to get into shit. Yo, before we start the questions and shit, let's go over last week's winners, Nick, for the Face Card Awards. Third place of the Face Card of Sen City's Face Card Awards goes to Olivia Broom. Congratulations, baby. Let's see who that is. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
She's nice.
Nice.
Nice chocolate. Ciao. Congratulations. All right. And the number 2 slot goes to Whiskey.
The feisty one.
I feel like we could find her at Olive Garden somewhere.
I didn't say that loudly.
Trying to go to the everyday women, all right?
Hey man, congrats. She came in second place. She came in front of
somebody
Olivia.
saw.
I think Olivia was really nice. So Whiskey, congratulations. Now look, before we get to the winner, it was a lot of battling going back and forth between Whiskey and the winner. I seen a lot of going back and forth, and I was like, oh wow, this really got intense. So listen, all you ladies are beautiful. We just thought that we would let the audience decide who's the best. We're not putting women against women. We're just rewarding women actually for their beauty and trying to give some more light to their platform. So there's no need for all the beefing and everything else, man. I like a little feistiness once in a while too. I like a little cat fight here and there. I thought it was cute, but y'all, you women are here to uplift each other. That's the politically right thing to say. I don't give a fuck. Be honest with y'all. Be honest with you. Yeah, I don't even. I didn't even like it myself, man.
Come on,
I ain't like it.
Yeah, come on,
man. If you look better than another bitch, you look better than another bitch. That's just that. And this week's winner is LG 824 Laker Gang. Kobe Bryant, number 824. She wins the 1,000. She's going to be a nominee for the 5,000 at the end of this competition. Congratulations to LG 824. We gotta start putting music behind this. Seductive music too. Yeah, she a baddie. She a baddie. Laker girl, congratulations, baby. You are this week's winner for the face card for Alicia Rashad Pretty Bitch Award. Now, full disclosure is going to be talked about very quickly before we get into the show. A few people didn't like Sen's face cards picks, so they've been sending me more face cards. So we're going to have round 2 of the face cards at the end of this show, and we're going to put that champion of next week in the finals as well. And all you ladies that were there, you have your own way of looking beautiful, but it was just people wanted to submit other people. So part 2 of the face card awards. What's so funny, Zeke? This nigga Zeke. I'm just saying. Yeah, see, you is nigga, so you know. Y'all 730, so you say, what about the nigga? Oh, he like high cheekbones and a square chin. Yeah, he said.
Like I said, beauty is to the eye of the beholder. I don't know what his eye is beholden.
He said beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and he don't know what your eye beholding.
Hey, what I just say? What I just say, y'all? What I say? Y'all heard me, right? Darden. So what I call Zeke, right? See what I'm saying?
All right, let's start the show. Now you niggas said you Scottie Pippen, nigga. Scottie, nigga.
He called him Scottie.
Mike gotta get you up here with a mic, Z. Y'all two know each other like that. Yo, before we start though, real quick, I see, I kind of been out the loop because, I was on my own time the last few days, last week or so. But I heard, Sen, that, from the Katt Williams story that I told last week, one of the comedians was talking spicy about the story. What's going on with that? Can you fill me in?
Yeah, his name is Red Grant. He's actually funny. He's a funny comedian, but now I think he turned from comedian to Katt Williams guard dog. Mm-hmm. He's saying that it didn't happen, and he was there, him along with Mark Curry, another comedian, and none of that happened, and you're lying. And then I'm not going to completely blame Katt because there's a lot of AI shit going on out there, but I seen somebody else talking about it, saying that, you pulled the gun on Katt that night. So I don't know how this story turned from farting to a gun, and then it didn't happen. So, I was going to ask you.
Yeah. I wanted to address this first because they was just telling me when I walked in the room about it. I didn't even know. All right, let's start here. Let's just start about this, right? Well, how do you keep going low off? Oh, this wire, pause. Make sure you don't go to Dipset New York and order these hoodies and everything else, all the apparel from the fresh Dipset. Make sure you go get that. All right, let's start real quick, right? Let's start with this story, right, that I'm talking about. That I told last week about Katt Williams. How ridiculous is this story to make up? Like, who the fuck is running around talking about farting on niggas and not farting on niggas and niggas getting snuffed over farts? Who the fuck would make that up? Like, what kind of imagination do you have to make up a whole fart story, including Katt Williams, in it, or myself to be in it? Who the fuck would make that up? Yo, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make up a whole story about Katt Williams farting on a nigga, and then me and him got into some shit, and the fucking FOIs was there, and then what I'll do? Oh yeah, they'll kick us out, this, that, and the third. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll make up a whole story of me, of Katt Williams farting on somebody, and capitalize like that. That's the ticket. Who the fuck makes up that type of story, yo? You can't, it sounds ridiculous when you tell the story. That's first and foremost. Secondly, I didn't do this to get in no discrepancy with Katt Williams or no beef or nothing. I have no problem with Katt Williams. He's upset about the story. Fine. I don't know if Katt Williams runs his page, but whoever runs his page, if it's him, they DM me after I told the story. Nothing even bad. It was all right. I screenshot, you know, I saved it just in case. But at the end of the day, I would not, that story sounds too stupid to make up. It sounds stupid when you're telling it, to be honest with you. Now, if they don't like the way I told it, I apologize, but that's really what happened. And like I said, I have no problem with Katt Williams. I just was saying what happened. The red nigga, Katt Williams was dissing you all night. You was the nigga that I was talking about. He kept kicking you out the room. You kept trying to run in and get your money. Yo, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. He kicked you out at least 7 times that night. Katt Williams fired his DJ that night for playing too much Dipset, and you kept sneaking in the room trying to get paid. And he didn't pay you. And that's a fact. And like you said, you was there. It was 7, 8 niggas I know that was there. I'm gonna start going to get the testimony of all the niggas that was in the room that night. It was 7, 8 niggas that was there that I knew from New York or Harlem or wherever. Shice Bud was there. KD was there. God bless that Murphy. Duke Driver was there. It was a few niggas there. I have more than 4 and 5 niggas that can verify the story. So if you want to play he say, she say, we could. I don't have to make up a farting story. The story's stupid to make up. And you was his son. He told you get out. High yellow nigga, get out. That's what he told you. You his son, nigga. And obviously, you was still his son. Because you lying, talking about I pulled out a gun and all. I ain't even had no fucking gun. The fuck I'm bringing a gun out the car at a cat show? You sound stupid. Bring a gun for what? We all in the room vibing. We all know each other. What the fuck I would pull a gun out for? You sound stupid. You got played that night and you didn't get paid. You didn't get paid and you got played. Katt played the fuck out of you. If I don't want to put no hot sauce on it, but he might have kicked you in the ass on the way out the room one night, that night. I ain't gonna do that to you, but he was definitely disrespecting you. Played you, nigga. And don't make me start calling the other people that I don't know, that worked there, that seen it. It was mad people there. What the fuck are you talking about? Why would I make that up? Stupid ass nigga. You still his son. Let me see, find out you still on the Katt Williams tour. You ain't get your own shit yet.
He is.
He is?
He 100% on now.
Oh,
Facts, right now. Yeah.
Right? Oh,
right now, he on the Katt Williams tour, 100%.
Then of course this make no sense. He ain't never gonna get his own shit.
And I don't know if you remember this or not, but I called you one night because I was with Katt Williams with my partner Mike P. And I called you and I said, yo, What happened with you and Katt Williams? Because I was talking to him and I mentioned your name.
Talking to who?
To Katt Williams. And we was at the Turnberry Towers here in Las Vegas the night of they did the Wild 'N Out show. And I called you. I said, as soon as I mentioned your name, what happened? That's when you told me the story about what happened. He was like, you know Cam? I said, yeah, that's my partner. The comedian Mike P was like, yeah, that's that nigga partner. That nigga didn't speak to me the rest of the night. And if ask Mike P. I call Mike P right now too. Red Grant, you buster.
Yeah, man. I don't know why a nigga think a nigga would make that whole story up, man. Don't really make no sense to be talking about niggas farting and all that. But you a nigga's son. You too old to still be a nigga's son, nigga. Just shut up. Unless Katt told you to do it. I dig if he told you to do it, else you ain't getting paid. But I get it. You never gonna have no motherfucking tour. You never having no special, so do what your daddy tells you to do. Yeah, you wrong and strong. And that's that, my nigga.
Looking like a deep breath.
Yeah. Fuck out of here, man. I ain't even see the nigga. I haven't seen him since that day. I ain't seen his stand. Because you think about it, I thought he think he's kind of funny. But
yeah. He gonna snap on us now.
Oh, that's all he could do. All he could do is snap. I would hit him with the facts. I would hit him with facts. And he said his footage, please show the footage. Please show the, anybody, bring the footage out. I would love to see this footage. Show it. Bring it out.
I thought it was funny because it's saying you pulling the gun out on Katt Williams. I thought that was fucking funny, like for real. Like I didn't even think it was like harmful. I thought it was funny. Like what the fuck are you doing?
No, why would I pull a gun out on Katt Williams? Like to me, my thing about that whole situation was whether it turned out good or bad, it was we was in a room with niggas that know each other. So if niggas got into an altercation, a light scuffle, whatever you want to call it, pushing, shoving, whatever you want to call it, it was no reason to pull a gun out. Everybody was cool. Katt, you can't been to my house. We've been to Katt house. We've been to Katt shows. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about pulling out a gun? Shut up, Red. You on fentanyl.
Fetty.
All right, listen. Well, speaking of guns, you know what? It's a question I have for you. The show before last episode, and we was talking about you getting shot in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
When you explained that story, you said you got violated. You was on parole. You got violated. Tell the people
Probation.
what you was on parole for.
On probation, not parole.
Yo, you was on probation.
Yeah.
Okay, probation.
You ain't gonna ask that after niggas say I got pulled out pulled a gun out. I was on probation for gun charge, actually.
Speaking of guns,
You ain't trying to line me up like well, you was on you do get caught carrying guns a lot. I was actually on probation for a gun charge that I had at the particular time.
how did you catch it?
I got caught riding around with a gun in my car, and they pulled me over. Basically, so I'm one of these people that when I used to break the law, I knew the consequences of breaking the law. So I knew if I ever got in trouble when it comes to breaking the law, I knew what my consequences would be. Like if I was selling, and I'm using this example, this is none of the shit that I was doing that while I was there. If I was selling fentanyl wasn't out when I was selling drugs, but that's why I use fentanyl as an example. If it was, I didn't know about it. If I was selling fentanyl in fucking Alabama and whatever, a certain part of Alabama, and I'd be like, all right, if I get caught with this, what's the law? 42 years? Nah, I don't want to do this here. I think I better pick another town and pick another thing. Because I always realized what the consequences was of any crime that I did. And I'd be like, 18 months for the amount of money I couldn't make? All right, cool. As long as the feds ain't lurking around and turn this into a whole thing. If I get busted with a load, pause. All right, cool. I'll do it. It was times where I remember the law when we used to ride through certain states. I knew how much the law would be for a certain amount of things. Let's just use this all, like I said, hypothetical. Let's just use like if you ride through Denver, because I never rode through Denver, and you ride through a town and you got 100 pounds, the worst you could get is 2 years. Let's just say that. I'm just using examples, people. I know you're like, oh, Kim, you get more than that. Look, I'm just using an example. But I knew, and I say, okay, I'm doing 100 a week. Tom might catch me with 100 pounds. I might want to do the 2 years. Not saying I ever want to go to jail, but I got a bunch of money laid up. But if I found out that you get 10 years for 100 pounds, and anything less than that, you get 18 months, I would have a nigga go back and forth with 98 pounds 100 times just to be less than what that penalty would be. So to say all that, hopefully people understood it if I wasn't too complicated. When I was running around with a pistol in New York every day, the law was you do a year, and after a year you do 8 months, or you get probation. You might not even go to jail. And at that time, I felt like I was a super duper star in New York. Well, period. I just went platinum. It was a lot going on. Niggas was beefing with Nas. His crew, I didn't know how real it was. You know, it's just music, but we didn't know if them Queensbridge niggas was on it. We beefing with other niggas in other parts of New York. So I was running around with the pistol. I'm like, the worst case scenario is that I'm gonna get 8 months or I'm gonna get probation. And I got pulled over one day and my pistol, I didn't really have the pistol tucked too good, and they searched the car. And I ended up getting locked up. But I ended up getting probation instead of the jail time. But then I ended up going to jail because I violated the probation. So that's what happened.
You violated it how?
Because I went to D.C. without permission, and I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. What happened was when I would go to probation, I would have to go see a probation officer, go see the judge, and they would give me permission to go to work. So let's say, for instance, I've always been on probation, and I had a show somewhere out the country too, whether it been maybe fucking, I don't remember exactly where. I remember I needed my passport. I was showing Cali, I was showing Canada, I was showing wherever. So I was thinking that as long as I'm working, I could leave the state. And then when I went to DC and got shot, it was all over the news and everywhere else. And they was like, well, what was you doing in DC? My probation officer. I'm like, for work. It was a show, Howard Homecoming. They were like, well, you didn't get permission. I'm like, I thought y'all niggas said if I could go to work, it wasn't no big deal. And they say, yeah, but every time you go to work, you have to get permission to go. I said, well, I'm sorry about the miscommunication. They was like, well, you know, the cops in D.C., they just trying to figure out this shooting. If you help them out, we could figure this out. And I said, well, we can't figure it out. And I guess y'all gonna have to do what you gotta do. They say, well, you going to Rikers? I said, pack me up. Let's get ready to do what we gotta do. And that's why I ended up doing a few weekends on Rikers. It wasn't like they violated me for my old probation. They kind of understood. They was cool. Ain't nothing cool about going to jail, but they gave me the least time that they could have.
About 8 years ago, you posted it on your page or whatever. You saw like people rushing a stage. What happened in London? For the people that don't know, you know, that's new here. So
in London, it's some shit going on in London where they mad at Dipset. They think we took their money. I don't know. You know these people's names more than I do. I have no idea. They said they sent money. We stole it. Blaming everybody. Everybody in Dipset. It's we're all blamed. Zeke is over here like word. Everybody's blamed. This is a situation where Jewels went out there before me, and he got in. I don't want to say got into it. He bumped into these people who said that we stole their money for a show and didn't show up for a show. I have no idea what they're talking about or who these people are. Like, honestly, like I know you're asking me the question for the audience. You know these people's name more than I do. And Simbi telling me, nah, on some real shit, because Simbi on it, he know the people name. I don't know these people name. So when I got there, I'm thinking that shit is water under the bridge because I never took their money. And I didn't know what the hell was going on with Jewels, but that was like probably 4 or 5 years before I got there. But obviously it wasn't water under the bridge. And I was in London probably for about, 5 days, 6 days. But you know, the people I'm with, they moving around good. They moving good. I'm not even thinking about them niggas that say we stole their money. I'm thinking this is years later, cool, whatever. But I'm not knocking a nigga over however much money they said they sent. I mean, you're probably never going to get over that. Somebody took your money. So I'm moving around with these people throughout London. And I'm not even paying attention. I'm like, okay, they treat nigga like president. I'm talking about if I had to go into the radio station, these niggas pulled the car up to the door. Like when the door opened, I'm in the station. We get to the restaurant, they pulling up to the restaurant. I'm like, all right, they treat a nigga like a king out here. I like the movement out here. I'm thinking it's all good. And so, it's crazy. I'm not going to say a couple people names. So I go practice, do the shit for the show. About 2 hours before the show, I get a call from my homegirl in Long Island. And she like, yo, Cam, I talked to some people out there. They said, you better be careful going to that show tonight. And I said, what you talking about? And she said, nah, they coming to get you, bro. And I was like, you sure? I've been running around this shit all day. I got the new Diplomat apparel done come through. I was with my girl at the time. We walking around Diplomat out, taking walks in the morning. We walking around 7, 8 little jogs and shit in the park. Dolo, me and my girl at the time. And we not paying this shit no mind, like whatever. And so when she hit me with the shit, she said, so-and-so called me. I won't say who it was. I said, yo, are you positive? She said, they just told me it's 50 niggas in front of the projects getting ready to go to your show. And then it's another 50 they about to pick up. So I'm like, 100 niggas? It's 4 of us. It's like 100 on 4. I said, let me check into this. So cool. I called a promoter. It's a female promoter. Shout out to the female promoter too. Sorry it ended the way it did. But I didn't know what the fuck was going on. To this day, I still don't know if she was down or wasn't down or whatever. So I get to the female promoter. She's throwing the shit. I said, I don't know if you heard about however many years ago, it's supposed to be some niggas who sent us some money that we supposedly took their money, which we didn't. But they've been mad at us for years. They had an altercation with Jewels and them when they was out here. And from what I'm hearing, they on the way to this show with like 100 niggas. She's like, oh yeah, don't worry about that. I said, so you know about this? She said, yeah, Ken, don't worry about it. We got your back. She said, they've been calling looking for your hotel all week. We ain't tell them that. I said, they've been looking for my hotel all week? 50 niggas? I'm out jogging in the AM. She said, yeah, but we good. I said, all right. Where's the pistol? Because we in London, part of my contract was I have to have 2 armed niggas with me 24 hours a day. So security was like her cousins or brothers. And like I said, all these people were good people. I'm not saying that because they was super cool. So I'm like, all right, where's the pistol? They're like, my brother, I said, tell them to come downstairs. I need to see the pistols. And they came down. They said, are you good? I said, I need to see the pistols. Oh, they close by. They close by? Nah, man, what you mean they close by? Part of the deal was 24-hour pistols. Oh, this London, you can't have them. Look, I ain't understanding the rules of the law and all that. Where is the pistols? So they said they have it. So then they saying that, yo, Cam, they've been looking for you all week. We're not going to let nothing happen to you. We not running if something happens. I say, okay, let me do another count. 4, and there's 3 of y'all. 7 on 100. The math still ain't mathing. I said, don't worry about it, y'all. It's all good. We ain't tripping. Now, mind you, we in a hotel. We in one of them hotels where you can see everything, where you can look down and see all the rooms. So the promoters was staying in the hotel. And we in there too. So now the show, we got to leave in an hour and a half. We got to make a decision. So I called my homegirl back. She called the niggas she said, I said, it's really 50? He said, I'm being nice saying 50. I'm looking at 60. And they're going to get more. I said, He said, yes, the real 60. I said, all right. Now I'm sitting there saying to myself, damn, what we gonna do? Cause we got bags and shit. It's me, my nigga Tone, shout out to my nigga Tone, Most Sticky, and my bitch at the time. That's all we had. So I'm sitting there saying, damn, how we gonna get out of here without the promoters seeing we gotta get out of here? So we had to, it was a Sprinter downstairs. I told the Sprinter I brought out a cat, I said, you don't go nowhere. This whole time, B, you don't go nowhere. He's like, where we going? I said, I don't fucking know. The next town over, Dublin, some whatever the fuck is driving distance. So he stayed, and then we just kind of one at a time, because the promoters was in the hallway just talking. Because, you know, I brushed it all like, man, fuck it, we good. Promoters at the shit just chilling. So Tone take his bag down low. I take my shit down the staircase. My bitch is talking to the promoter, distracting them while we bringing shit down. Most Sticky done left his equipment at the venue and all that. He come down. And so we all in this Sprinter, because my bitch, last thing was her just to distract him. I got her shit. We got in the Sprinter and we got out of there. We tried to make it to the airport. We couldn't make it. And we just went to like, I don't remember the city we went to, but we went to the next joint and got on the next flight out there. But looking at the show, back to what you saying, I posted it on my page. It's on my page, like you said, like probably like 7, 8 years ago. When niggas said Camron's not performing, these niggas rushed the stage, tried to go behind in a dressing room, everything else. And it was a one-way, and I had another homegirl who lived in London, not the girl who called and told me about this, another girl. She called me, she ain't know I wasn't there. She called me screaming, Cam, if you're in the building, get out. Get out there looking for you. The whole shit is looking for you. And I was just not in the building, just thanking God that I actually got that phone call from a homegirl from Long Island that I wasn't there. And, you know, it's just a blessing, because when I seen the video and all that shit, I'm like, oh, these niggas was coming to hurt niggas. And not only that, it was a one-way in, one-way out alley where the club is. It was a good venue. It wasn't like no bullshit, but the way it was set up, she said they had another 60 niggas outside that even if you tried to drive off, they would have cut the car off and all that. And out there in London, you got to do some extra shit for the police with the guns to come. The first police they don't care about. They'll sit there and tell you London niggas. But time we finish shooting niggas up, them cops can't do nothing because the ones with the guns ain't here. So, yeah, it's a real blessing to get out that situation. So, the video you probably talking about, Sen, is when I got back to New York and I was clowning because I was just happy to get out of the situation, because I'm like, yo, bro, I didn't take y'all niggas money. Y'all niggas was trying to hurt niggas. Not only hurt niggas, y'all niggas was trying to hurt other niggas, Jewels, for instance, whoever. And I'm pretty sure they still mad today, because that shit was like 10 years after they supposedly sent the money or whatever. But yeah, that's what happened in London. I have no problem with anybody in London, no beef with anybody. To them last promoters, I have no problem with you guys at all. I'm sorry it didn't work out, but I didn't know who team you was on. But obviously, you was definitely looking out if them niggas was looking for me all week and couldn't get to me all week. But then I started thinking, like, what if they want to just make the big movie on a nigga at the show? So I couldn't trust nobody at the time.
Oh. For the people who always assume about a particular girl that was, you know, you're associated with, because you kind of went back and forth. This is around about 8 years ago too, back and forth with her baby father on Instagram, but nothing crazy. Just like, explain your relationship with Mariah Carey to the people that don't know.
She's a friend. She's a good friend. There's nothing more, nothing less than that. She's a super duper good friend. We got to realize when it comes to Mariah Carey, because she's so like a pop figure and so popular around the world and mega superstar, is that people don't give Mariah Carey a lot of credit for her, I'm not going to say knowledge, but putting hip hop in her music, not just hip hop, videos of artists. Mariah Carey worked with the Brat. Mariah Carey worked with the Locks. Mariah Carey worked with Meech. Mariah Carey worked with Meech. Mariah Carey worked with Old Dirty Bastard. Is New York in the house? Oh, Old Dirty Bastard was talking about he was burning bitches in the middle of an interview, and he said he was still hot burning. She put him in a video. I think that she's very underrated. That's the word I would prefer to use, on how much she indulges in hip hop and how much light she brings to hip hop artists. And she liked a song of mine, and we did Old Boy, and we hung out. She invited me. I honestly, Mariah's the first person to make me realize that it was festive at the Aspens. About 20-something years ago, she like, Cam, Aspen's is a big guy. I'm so hood. I'm like, I want to go home for Christmas. We was doing something. She's like, Cam, just get on the jet and come to Aspen a couple of days. I'm like, okay, this Aspen shit is cool. I drank some wine. She had a pool house. We chilled out a couple of days. I still wanted to get back to Harlem. Now, that was my ignorant young stage. And she took Capri to Italy. She took me a lot of different places, but she's just a friend. And thank you for making me at a young age, helping me experience some things that, I do for fun now, for leisure. It's a few things Mariah introduced me to that I do on my off time. I may take a jet to Capri, to Italy, to chill for a couple of days, or go to I don't do the Aspens no more. I should be niggered out. I ain't even gonna tell y'all where I do no more. And that shit, Aspens slightly turned into the Poconos a little bit. So I found somewhere else to go. But yeah, she's a good friend, helped me gain more exposure on the record I had. And we hung out a lot for a couple of years.
Yeah, because a lot of people thought that, y'all was together or whatever. Then some people didn't know. And then you was going back and forth with Nick Cannon, people started to think like, well, maybe they was together. So I wanted you to clear that up for the people that did it.
We was never together. I don't know, never a couple, nothing like that, no. And Nick Cannon, we was having fun on Instagram. Nick Cannon is cool. Yeah. But together, everybody has their definitions of what together and certain things are. We was never together. Was we good friends? Yes.
Friends. So, friends get Dipset chains without the brains. Females, rather. The only girls I seen get Dipset chains is the one that's giving out the brains, my nigga. I know that face, bro. Say what you gotta say.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I ain't say nothing like that, man. I said we was just friends. Huh? Oh, she got a few Dipset chains. She got some chains. She's definitely got a couple. She got different size chains and all that.
Oh yeah.
She definitely got a couple chains, man. We ain't gonna sit here and act like she ain't get a couple chains, man. Hey, I got a couple gifts too, man. Got some gifts, man.
I bet you did.
What kind of friends?
Yeah.
What kind of friends?
That look in the sky is crazy.
Yeah, I just I'm bad. Took it back. Yeah.
What kind of friends?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right, friends. Anyway.
Yeah.
How many of us
listen,
have them?
I seen something happen recently that involved your real friends. LeBron James, Stephen A. You probably talked about it earlier, but you ain't talk with me. So how did you feel when that went down? Do you think people kind of blew it out of proportion? Those are just like two niggas talking. What was your opinion on it?
Actually, we didn't talk about that. That's a good one. I'm going so much in NFL free agency. So this particular situation, I knew this. I did not know that they would have a conversation publicly amongst a fucking arena, and LeBron would step to him like that. But I knew it was a problem. And I don't think LeBron had a problem because listen, we all know Bronny's a professional athlete. He's open to criticism, etc. But it was one thing Stephen A. said one day, and when I seen Stephen A. say that shit, I'm like, damn. He went there. He kind of went there. And I don't think it was cool. And Stephen A's my bro. You know, he'll call me and disagree with me and tell me, Cam, you don't know what you're talking about. And I don't have a direct relationship with LeBron. When we see each other, we cool as fuck with each other. But, you know, me and Rich talk, and he'll tell me what he feels is right is wrong when I call him for information. And that's another thing. You motherfucking agents, right? Y'all be trying to reach out to me after I call y'all get back. The reason Rich Paul wins because he picks up for everybody. He picks up for Camron. He picks up for the head of Walmart. He picks up for Louis Vuitton. He picks up for his daughter's cousin. He has time. He's in the loop with everybody. And this is why y'all niggas be missing out on shit for not staying in the loop. That nigga, I ask the nigga, when do he go to sleep? He'll call me sometime and just tell me, yo, I was listening to some old shit. That shit you said, I wasn't feeling it, and hang up. So I said, some shit from 98. Mind you, I just got finished. He'll call me after I just finished watching ESPN, and he just finished a $290 million deal. 10 minutes later, I see my phone ring. It's Rich. Yo, them bars was trash. I'll see you later. This why y'all niggas is not winning, y'all agents, and this why y'all keep losing fucking players, because the niggas in tune with everything. Everything. Back to LeBron and Stephen A. Just had to shout Rich out because I fuck with that nigga. When this happened, and what I'm about to say, a lot of people may not know. I know LeBron, the statement that Stephen A said that LeBron said was, stop talking about my son. Stop fucking with my son. Stop fucking with my son. I don't think that that's what this was about. It was about when LeBron said to Stephen A, I think Bronny wasn't playing good, and Stephen A told him, I'm asking you as a father to stop doing this. Stop doing it as a father. Stop doing this as a father. And I'm looking like, when Stephen A said that, I'm like, yo, as a father, stop doing it? I'm like, niggas take that shit serious. Like, don't tell me, Camron, how to parent my motherfucking child. You parent your child how you want to parent your child. I parent my child how I want to parent my child. That's just me. So when I seen that, I said, nigga ain't gonna like this. Nobody gonna like this. Because look, let's think about this, right? We sit there and say that Bronny's in the NBA because of nepotism. LeBron's his father. He wouldn't be there. He wouldn't have the spot. This, that, and the third, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And we went through this whole spill when Bronny came to the NBA, so I'm not going to do it again with nepotism and people with generational wealth handing their business down to their family. Do you know who owns Scotty Tissue? No, because they probably hand it down to the next generation, to the next generation. There's some rich kids sitting there not having to work to do shit off toilet paper right now. Man, my family owes Scott Nail Tissue, man. Go wipe your ass off our fucking budget. Nigga ain't doing nothing because they hand it down. So when we figure out a way for black people, and I know this is a different situation because people say he's taking a roster spot or he doesn't deserve to be or X, Y, Z, whatever. And I said this on one of the shows before. What did your father do for you? That's the point I'm trying to make. Fair and no fair. We had this conversation earlier today on It Is What It Is. If you can get away with it, get away with it. Fair or not fair, it is what it is, my nigga. So back to skipping over why Bronny's in the NBA, how he got there, whatever. When you start questioning somebody as a father and what they're doing for that child is wild disrespectful. You act like the nigga into Stephen A. I get with Stephen A. all this criticism. Whatever. He ain't out there selling drugs. He ain't out there joining no gang. He ain't out there shooting nobody. He ain't out there mugging nobody. He ain't out there being a... This is a nigga who's trying to prove himself in the NBA because his father's one of the top 3, 4, 5, whatever order y'all want to put him in, greatest players. And if he doesn't play well, he won't be in the NBA. But don't get mad at a nigga who got his son to the NBA. It's up to him to prove it now. What are you? That's why I want to ask niggas. What are you doing for your son right now, America? All you people who criticize LeBron James right now, do you got an avenue for your son to make money right now? Black fathers, do you have an avenue right now for your son to make money? Right this very second, you'd be like, you know what? When my son finish school, XYZ, I'm gonna make sure if he can't get a job, I'm gonna put him here so he can make some money. Do you have that for your child? All you LeBron James criticizing motherfuckers when it comes to his son. If you don't have an avenue for your son to make money, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because time will tell if Bronny should be in the NBA or not. Time will tell. But for how he got there and his father got him there, whatever, if you don't have an avenue for your child to make money, shut the fuck up. Because he didn't do nothing illegal. He ain't do nothing wrong that was outside the box that any other one of us did. Period. If I put my cousins, my little cousins, my son, whoever, they working for me, so what? So what? We cheated. My son skipped the motherfucking line. My son skipped. That nigga, he go to college or type of shit. Make more money outside of college fucking with me. Because I got an avenue for that nigga make some money. What they gonna say? Cam was sucker letting his son work for him like that. How he gonna give his son a job before another nigga who may be more qualified? Because he's my son, nigga. And if he could do the job, yeah, he's gonna do the job. Now, don't get me wrong, if he's not qualified to do the job, he's not gonna do the job. But he's gonna skip the line before anybody else to see if he's qualified to do it. So, more of the story is when I see Stephen A. questioning the nigga father being a father, I knew it wasn't gonna end well. But I'm glad it didn't get out of hand. It wasn't no Will Smith, Chris Rock shit and nothing, you know what I'm saying? It was some men talking and they moved on. Because like you said, both of them niggas is my niggas, so I'm glad it was just a conversation.
But that's what I was saying. Like, what Stephen A. said, wasn't everybody else saying the same thing, or no?
What I'm saying is, everybody was saying that, but it was one take, and I remember this take. He said, I'm asking you as a father to stop doing this. He didn't say, I mean, he said other shit, but he didn't say, Bronny don't need to be in the NBA. Bronny ain't shit. Bronny ain't playing well. He got here because of nepotism. This and that. Everybody was saying that. But he was questioning him, to me, how I took it. I could be wrong. How I took it was, he was questioning him as a father. And when you question, that's how I took it. And when you question somebody as how they're raising their kid, that's offensive to me. That's how I took it. And that's where it went left. Because he said mad shit about Bronny. To me, it wasn't nothing until he said, I'm questioning him. He didn't say question. I'm asking you as a father to stop this. As a father, don't tell me how to raise my kid if I ain't got him out here doing some wild shit. So to me, that's where it went left, my personal opinion. Before we go, we're adding, now we already know Laker Girl 824 won the Face Card Awards, but there was a lot of people that wasn't happy with our picks, Sen's picks, to be specific. And so they wanted to throw in a bonus round for the Felicia Rashad's Face Card Awards. Now, LG 824 won already, but we're going to add 3 more nominees this week for the Felicia Rashad Face Card Awards, which will win $1,000 also next week. And then we have 2 more categories. So in the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to have the nominees for all these categories. But this is Felicia Rashad Face Card Nominees Part 2. Our first one, and this is all fans sending in who they liked. So we narrowed it down to who the fans wanted there. We have Karina. She's the first one on Part 2 of the Felicia Rashad Face Card Awards. Nick, let's see what she looks like. Okay. That ain't AI? Look at this nigga drooling. Yeah. Yep, so make sure you vote for Karina. The second one on Part 2 of the Felicia Rashad Face Card Awards goes to not goes to, nominated. King Suzette. Let's see King Suzette. Right,
She's pretty.
Baddie.
She's pretty.
Yeah, no, she's pretty. Yeah.
She real pretty. She, God damn. All right. The fans have spoken. Look at Sin got the, okay. I picked some cheesy ones. Don't disrespect ladies. I'm like. And last, only 3 nominees because we already picked the winner last week, but this is part 2. Last for the Felicia Rashad Face Card Awards is Safari Fox. Let's take a look at Safari. Oh shit. That's more than face card. It's in the place hard. God damn. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what the audience sent to us. Zeke, PT, B, Larry. Sen, I'm not mad at your selections at all, but yo, P, what you think about this week's?
It's better. Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
This is better.
Nick even gave a
You know they
thumbs
gonna
up.
say it's better.
Nick,
It is better.
Nick,
No.
don't get it wrong. Hold on, don't agree with me because you'll be on the Judge Glanfield.
This week was
panel.
better.
Yeah.
Sin, this week was better.
PT said it's great. PT too? Come on, bro.
I know. Pete. I gotta give PT a name too.
Oh,
It's crazy. I thought that was my
makes
nigga.
sense. This don't make
That was my
sense.
nigga.
Yo.
Yo, listen. All right,
I
let me
ain't
ask
no
you. Let me
PT.
ask you. And listen, it's no offense to nobody. Because listen, Zeke said it earlier. Beauty's an eye beholder. My favorite female rapper right now, what's my Glorilla? She got a new song out. She said, I like my niggas mixed with a little bit of ugly in them. If that's what she like, that's what she like. That's beautiful to her. So it's no right or wrong. It's nobody looks better than another person. You hear that shit? Yo, she said that shit. Yo, she said, I like my niggas mixed with a little bit of ugly in them. And then said the nigga name. He's a streamer. She said the nigga name. Homeboys listen to it. He's like, that's 2 separate things, right? She like this and like that. Not together, because she said my name right after I like my niggas mixed with a little bit of ugly in them. Nah, she met him.
You
She met him.
Batteries included.
Yes, yeah, the batteries, I like that. Batteries included. But, Sin, let me ask you before we go, what do you think about this week's list compared to last week's?
I mean,
Be honest.
it's all right.
It's all right, yeah.
Alright.
I deal with that.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it ain't blowing my list out the water now.
Oh,
You know.
The last 2.
Listen, and listen, you're right. It's not blowing the list out the water, man. We'll go with that. And everybody who's listen, let me say another thing. All jokes aside, because we like to kid up here and joke a lot. All jokes aside, ladies, because y'all didn't ask to be a part of this, and we appreciate you being a part of this. And like you're not asking for any of this. Is you're on the internet, and we can basically use your likeness because you're on the internet. So thank you for being good sports and competitors. Everybody can't win, but you're lovely in somebody's eyes. With that being said, man, Sen City, Larry, Bezo, PTZ, Taylor Made in the building today. Another episode of Talk with Flea. We see y'all again next week, baby.
Peace.